Samson and David are the reps. They have no match, they are the best, standing side by side. With Farley as their guide. Anchored in our hearts, grounded from the start. Let's just play our part. Lift your party high, unity and pride. Let Jah be your guide. Tobago people's party. Tobago people's party. Party. Tobago people's party. We vote in TPP. We vote in TPP. As a lady anchor down, Tobago has 60,000 strong. Fly the blue flags high. Wave them in the sky. Let the rhythm take your soul. Together we are in control. TPP unfold. New story to be told. Tobago we sign for a change. Let us rearrange. Time to ride the waves. We're no longer enslaved. We bold and brave. You hear me again? Tobago people's party. Tobago people's party. We vote in TPP. We vote in TPP. Tobago people's party.
God is the greatest.
No matter what you're going through, cast your votes, my youth.
And the elders as well. David Thomas in the east, Joel Samson in the west.
Well, today is a new day. Give thanks for life. All praises to the TPP. We are built with life. Farley come with a new wave. We are gonna take a ride. David and Samson are the choice, yeah, we party fine. The anger will ground us. The blessings surround us. We don't care who not like we. TPP a show love. The anger will ground us. The blessings surround us. We don't care who not like we. Farley still a show love. Look how far we are come from. Because of Farley, good things they got we. PNM you feel. Far we are come from. We have not seen. And to move up a country. We are the blue army. Oh, them cheap man so unfair sometimes.
Fed up.
Farley, yeah, we cry.
Time for a change.
Me have to do something with my life.
Tomo, not
TPP. Look how far we are come from. Because of Farley, good things they got we. Far we are come from. We have not seen. And to move up a country. We are the blue army. Because I Farley, good things they got me.
Get so you stand up. Eastside elders, stand up. Westside.
Good things they got me. We are the blue army.
It shall be steadfast and sure. It must be fastened to the rock. It shall be grounded firm and deep in the Savior. Oh, the anchor holds, the anchor holds. Oh, the anchor
One party we need. Right now with blue light skies on any big old beach. Is one family. They only one for you and for me. The TPP. We is love, love is the people. We is one, yeah. Tobago is we vote in TPP. Tobago People's Party. Tobago is we vote in TPP. Tobago People's Party. Now the anchor host. Now the anchor host. Now the anchor host. Now the anchor host. Forever and ever. One community, hope for all and prosperity. We know what we need. We fight strong for we autonomy. TPP. We is love, love is the people. We is one, yeah. Tobago is we vote in TPP. Tobago People's Party. Tobago is we vote in TPP. Tobago People's Party. Now the anchor host. Now the anchor host. Now the anchor host. Now the anchor host. Forever and ever. Forever and ever. Forever and ever.
All aboard! The shipping armor! TPP crew! Where are they? All are coming! When you hear the horn song, all aboard the TPP ship. Tobago, it is your time now. All aboard the TPP ship. There is no need to worry. All aboard the TPP ship. We sail it with
Samson done with West. Mighty God is the best. We done for TPP. Champa done dead and she buried. I am not in the political cemetery. People just give thanks for the victory. All my people jumping, TPP celebrating. Tell them say God not sleeping. They get judgment, now they crying. 10 years they had me suffering. Call me grabbing a barrel. We chief second disrespecting. Free at last, we singing. So all you like the victory or all you like the victory or all you like the victory or all my people hands up, TPP people hands up, all my people hands up, TPP people hands up, put them up, right up, right up. This is a thing, is a serious thing, is a Tobago thing, Mr. TPP thing. We love TPP like our finger love ring. Tell P and them haters keep on hating. Tomo done with East, Samson done with West. Mighty God is the best. So all you like the victory or all you like the victory or all you like the victory or all my people hands up, TPP people hands up, all my people hands up, TPP people hands up, put them up, right up, right up. We done for TPP. Ayana, a man who can't climb up a hill. Champa done dead In the political cemetery, people just give thanks for the victory. All my people jumping, TPP celebrating. Tell them say God not sleeping. They get judgment, now they crying. 10 years they had me suffering. Call me crab in a barrel. We chief second disrespecting. Free at last, we singing. So all you like the victory hour. All you like the victory hour. All you like the victory hour. Hour. All my people hands up. TPP people hands up. All my people hands up. TPP people hands up. Put them up. Right up. Right up. This is a thing, is a serious thing, is a Tobago thing. Miss TPP thing. We love TPP like our finger love ring. LP and them haters keep on hating. Tomo done win east. Samson done win west. Mighty God is the best. So all you like the victory hour. All you like the victory hour. All you like the victory hour. Hour.
One party in me.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, so we have ladies here tonight. We have representative from Goodwood, Morrison George Goodwood. We have Miss Megan Morrison. And of course, these ladies are here to support the area representative or the candidate for this area. So we want to welcome her as she comes and do her bit as she give and endorse our secretary, our candidate, Mrs. Natisha Charles Pantin. And while she's coming, we just want to welcome, we saw the candidate or the representative for Tobago West. All right, we don't know if we are going to have the one from Tobago East, but I see Mr. Sampson. Mr. Sampson is here. All right, it's okay. So we have the ladies. Let's have Miss Megan Morrison at this time. Yes?
Georgia Goodwood, we voting Megan. Strong and steady, yes, she's the slogan. Goodwood chanting, Georgia standing. All hands up when Megan landing. No competition, Megan's the one. Come on, people, let's get it done. We moving, we grooving, we voting Megan. We moving, we grooving, we voting Megan. From street to street, we hear the people say, Megan's leading the way every single day.
Good night, Coco Watty. So I will establish the protocols. Good evening to our honorable political leader, Mr. Farley Augustine.
You respect that.
Our chairman, Miss Ann Natasha II. Our deputy political leaders, Mr. Trevor James, Dr. Faith Brebnor, and your area representative, Miss Natisha Charles Pantin, and all executive members of the Tobago's People's Party.
Respect that.
Our representative for Tobago West, Mr. Sampson. Our representative for Tobago East, Mr. Thomas. And all you beautiful people of the Tobago's People's Party.
You respect that. You respect that.
Allow me to acknowledge my beloved sisters from the electoral district of Morrison George Goodwood, on whose shoulders I stand here today. All mothers, daughters, and sisters who tirelessly care
for their families and their communities. I also salute all the women that support the Tobago's People's Party and all women in Tobago in general, whose dedication, camaraderie inspire the work we do every day. Tonight, I speak to you not just as area representative for Mount St. George Goodwood or candidate in the upcoming election, but as one of you, a woman who share your hope, your challenges, and your dreams. A woman first and always, before titles, before politics, before office. When I say something, it is as good as gold. It is as good as money in your pocket, because I stand on my word. The blueprint is not just a document. It is a declaration. A declaration of the direction for Tobago. A promise to every Tobagonian that development will be intentional, inclusive, and rooted in who we are. It is a map, a pathway forward, clear and deliberate, one that does not leave our people behind, but lift every district, every household, every individual into possible success. Tonight, I speak to the heart of who we are. Tobago is more than land and sea. It is music. It is dance. It's the arts. It's our stories passed down from generation to generation. And it is a time that our culture not only lives in our hearts, but also work for our pockets, our families, and our communities. Culture and tourism moves together. They grow together. They anchor us through time. And you notice, I have to focus on that little bit of culture because it's who we are. It's our everyday lives. I don't know if we noticed that. And this administration, this TPP administration, will focus heavily on our culture. They open doors right where women live. They allow women to earn without leaving their children behind, to host, to guide, to teach, to heal. That's what culture does for us. They transform homes into heritage spaces, skills into experience, and communities into destination. Tobago is we. My fellow Tobagonians, under a TPP government, our blueprint pathway will guide Tobago to real prosperity. You respect. First, we will restore our heritage sites, preserve our forts, and bring our pathway will guide Tobago to real prosperity. You respect that? First, we will restore our heritage sites, preserve our forts, and bring our festivals to tributes to one of our icons, Mr. Royal Axback Titus, and I will forever call his name because of one of our icons, Mr. Roll Axback Titus, and I will forever call his name because of the contribution he has made in this Tobago society. And I don't know if you are paying attention recently, he's one of the named scholarship under education and tourism. And here in my heart of this plan, women lead micro, small businesses. Training and certification will prepare women for the cultural interpretations and eco-guide. My people of Mason Hall South, Bagatelle, position yourself to capitalize on what will come. Position yourself. Tobago is rich with cultural creativity and power. Tobago's women and communities are powerful. And together with the blueprint, we will turn our heritage into opportunities, into creativity, into income, and into our tourism, into pride. So tonight I ask you to stand with me. Together we will turn our rich culture and heritage into real opportunities, create a thriving creative and tourism economy, and show that every Tobagonian, every artist, every woman, every family in our beautiful island will succeed. Be entrepreneurs, strengthen households. That is the vision of this blueprint and this administration for the people of Tobago. You have an excellent representative and will continue to represent you after the 12th of January 2026 in Miss Natisha Charles Pantin. Cooperate with her, work with her. You have seen the work she have already done on this island of Tobago. Vote for a woman who supports you. Vote for dignity. Vote for restoration. Vote for leadership. And lift women and families and champion your voice in every decision. Vote the Tobago's People's Party. The choice is yours. January 12th, Monday coming, in case you're not sure. Who you voting for? What is our symbol? You sure? What is the symbol? Vote for integrity. Vote for deliverables. Vote for the people who will transform and make your lives better. That is the Tobago's People's Party. And in this district is Mrs. Natisha Charles Pantin. And you vote by placing your X solidly for the anchor. Vote the Tobago's People's Party.
Coco Watty. Come in. Come in. Come in. Talking about. Come in with the flags. Yeah, man. Nice. Dirty.
out to dirty my finger. I'm ready to dirty my finger. Paint and oil, rub it all over. Let me get money
Dirty the
together.
finger.
I come out to dirty my finger.
January the 12th. We
Chop
dirty
chop
it.
up from up Grenada. So let me get dirty together. It's
I'm feeling
Juve.
it.
On top of Juve. It's a nasty thing. This is a nasty thing.
Man.
All you
Enjoy
start
yourself on the hill, man.
traffic. Let me turn mud into magic.
Ladies, come in. Come in.
Turn rum into tonic. Cause all of them go chumby with we. Blue devil and drop malassie. Today they go say we
Ladies having fun.
I come out to dirty my finger.
Aye.
Ready to dirty my finger. Paint and oil, rub it all over. Let me get money together. I come out to dirty my finger. I'm ready to dirty my finger. Chop chop come from up Grenada. It's Juve. On top of Juve. It's a nasty thing.
Look
This
at
is a
people.
nasty thing. All you
And they're
start
online.
lock up the traffic.
They're
Let me turn mud into
international.
magic.
They're seeing
On the
we.
island to music.
Tobago is we.
Rum into tonic. Cause all of them go chumby with we. Blue devil and drop malassie. Today they go say we nasty. Why? I come out to dirty my finger.
Yes.
I'm ready to dirty my finger.
Yes.
Paint and oil, rub it all over. Let me get money together.
Ladies
I
can
come
have
out to
fun,
dirty
eh?
my finger. I'm ready to dirty my finger. Chop chop come from up Grenada. So let me get dirty together.
People are having
Don't fret, go down
fun.
low, go down low.
Natty, look at that.
Boy. Do not know cause it's true. In your person.
I like
Don't fret,
it.
go down low, go down low.
Give them a little more. Come in. Come in. Yes. Come in. Well, you all know who we have now, right? You know, this thing is online, and you know that we have a good slate of women, ladies, bracing us here tonight. So we thank our sister, Megan Morrison. She started us off well, quite profound, well prepared, good speech, nice promises, well done, as she comes to endorse our candidate. And you know there's another one, and another one, and another one. So at this time we call our own Petal. Let's hear it for Petal Ann. Yeah, man. Come on, let me bring her up. Come, Petal. Come true. Yeah, man. Yeah, ting.
Hear me now. Tobago, long time beating this one message. Justice must stand firm. And the anchor holds, even when them try rock the boat. TPP rise for the people, and the people ready. Election season come and the masquerade start, but Tobago eyes open, them can't fool we heart. PNM talk unity, but building walls again. Make it we alone while them push out the citizen, but TPP stepping like a fresh morning breeze. Lift it.
Good night, good night. Is this Coco Watty? Tress? Good. It's my first time up here, so that's why I just came. Took a while to find where we should be, but it's a pleasure to speak to you here tonight at Coco Watty Trace to the Tobago People's Party. What we saying? Yeah. We are on the home stretch. But don't get tired, don't get exhausted, and don't get complacent. There are people saying, all you have it in the bag. All you don't win already, me not to vote. But we have to vote because elections are not won when we're waving flags and listening to people speak to the people of Tobago. Elections are won on elections day when you put the X by the anchor, and we're voting for Tobago People's Party. So before I begin, allow me to recognize our political leader and Chief Secretary, the Honorable Farley Chavez Augustine. And we also have in the midst, as one of the ladies of the night, the Deputy Political Leader, one of them, Mrs. Natisha Charles Pantin, And another one, Dr. Faith Brebnor. Big up the ladies. Big up the ladies for leading this party.
You respect that? You respect that?
And I don't want to downplay the men, so I will also recognize the deputy political leader, Trevor James, Mr. Trevor James.
You respect that? You respect that? You respect that?
Another lady I'd like to recognize is the chairman, Miss Natisha II. And the ladies of tonight, I'm seeing Madam Megan Morrison, who is our next era representative from Mount St. George, Goodwood.
You respect that? You respect
And I saw in the back Dr. Faith Brebnor, who is the next era representative for Belle Garden, Glamorgan. And we also have, I haven't seen her just yet, she probably having trouble finding the place just like me, Zorisha Hackett, the beautiful Zorisha Hackett.
You respect that?
Who is the next era representative. She's current and the next for Bethesda, Coteaux. We also have, so I'm acknowledging you. We also have the lady who would be representing you, continuing to represent you, as I already recognize her as a deputy political leader. But we have Miss Natisha Charles Pantin, who is your representative and your next representative for this area, this constituency, Bagatelle, Mason Hall North. Mason Hall North, South, sorry, Bagatelle. And then I am here as the current Secretary of Finance, Trade and Economy. And we are continuing, but this one is appointed by the Honorable Chief Secretary and Political Leader. But we are hopeful that I will continue as your Secretary of Finance. You know, tonight I was wondering, earlier today, I was wondering what should I tell the people of Coco Watty and by extension the people of Tobago. I spent part of my day, I met with an entrepreneur for about 3 hours, and then I heard there was a press conference of a new organization, and I call in the organization GCAT. For those who don't know, there's a new organization of contractors called General Contractors Association of Tobago. And they had their press conference and launch today talking about how they were treated by the Tobago House of Assembly. And I want to refute some of those claims, because we have some contractors that feel the resources, all the resources of the Tobago House of Assembly belong to them and their names are written on it. But this Tobago People's Party will lead with parity and prudence. And it means that we will ensure that all people of Tobago have a stake and have a hand in the resources. So when I thought that they don't get and they never got and all of that, I'm going to show you tonight that these people got a significant sum of money before this administration came into office in December 2021. And the kind of money that was available at that time, we don't have those resources right now. I don't know if you all remember when I spoke earlier this week, I spoke about the bond financing, right? The bond is not the allocation of the Tobago House of Assembly. It's money that was raised in the public, and investors bought these bonds to the tune of a total of $165 million. And this bond was issued, and the Tobago House of Assembly, under the People's National Movement, collected a total of $165 million. And you know what they did with it? Under the guise of paving roads and emergency works. I don't know if you all remember last night when Secretary James put up some information, and you saw contractors, and there was a particular contractor who I think is maybe the president of or the chairman of the GCAT. But that particular person, that particular company is claiming that they are not getting under this administration. Notwithstanding, we only get approximately $200 to $250 million a year for development. But I want to show you that 165 was split up among them, not equally. I don't know how they did it. But Secretary James showed you last night, by Executive Council fiat, they decided who got what. And that said president of the GCAT was a nice recipient. He got a tidy sum. So when they come to talk about this administration, go back and tell them, when they gave out the bond, you were one of the biggest recipients of that bond financing. And I'll tell you how much he received. I ain't calling no name. Go back and look for the press conference today. And you will see who was their spokesperson. So let me get my information for you. So when this administration came into office, one of the first things we did is we looked at the financial position of the Tobago House of Assembly, right? Anybody will do that, taking over any new organization, to know what the financial situation is. And at that time, it was December, the $165 million was completely blown out. It was paid out, every single cent. And that contractor was paid a total of $30 million. And you know what I'm seeing? Friendship Main River Phase 1. Friendship Main River, Phase 2. So I don't know how you disaggregate these phases, but they started to break up these projects into phases, so you know one contractor can get a nice, tidy sum. So I'll tell you on what projects that total of $30 million was split up on. Just give me a minute. Right. So then I'm seeing again. So I told you Friendship Main River Phase 1. Friendship Main River Phase 2. I'm seeing Friendship Main River Phase 3. I'm seeing Friendship Main River Gabion Basket Phase 4. I'm seeing Friendship Main River Gabion Basket Phase 3 again. Friendship Main River Gabion Basket Phase 1. Friendship Main River Gabion Basket Phase 2. I ain't going through everything, but when I total it, it came up to $30 million. So when they talk and they tell you that there are no money, ask them where the $30 million in 2021 into 2022 went to. But then it gets better. We don't govern in the Tobago People's Party by saying they got so they ain't getting any more. In 2022, fiscal into 2023, there was another set of payments. You all remember when the former Prime Minister, the one from this area, electoral district, tried to instruct the Chief Secretary and our political leader to pay some monies? Right. He did pay. He paid 3 contractors a total of $42 million. And the spokesperson for the GCAT, who spoke today, he received $10.634 million. And here what we did. Now, usually, to make a payment in the Tobago House of Assembly, we verify the works. We don't pay because you send an instruction when you get the instruction from Trinidad to pay. We ensure that the works are done by the technocrats, the engineers, the quantity surveyors. They go out and they measure the works. But what we did at that time, if we had to do all of that, now they might have been waiting. So we asked a quantity surveyor, and we had an audit going on at the time. We asked the experts, what is a safe amount for us to still pay the GCAT spokesperson and company? We paid them $10 million. And let me tell you the projects that they got paid for. Spring Garden, Darrell Spring Phase 2. Spring Trace, Darrell Spring Phase 2. Spring Trace, Darrell Spring Phase 3. Church Street, Pembroke, construction and ancillary works. Killigwin Bay Road, drainage upgrade. Goodwood, Windsor Road extension, that is somewhere by Megan there. And Corbin Trace, John Dial, same your electoral district. So the total they received in 2022-2023 was $10.634 million under the Tobago People's Party, eh? Even though they're out there saying that we treated them so badly, and it gets better. The following financial year, we said we can't allow contractors to feel the pain. We continue to pay. We paid $25 million in total to contractors. And we spread it out among 9 contractors. The spokesperson for the GCAT, the General Contractors Association of Tobago, was the recipient of $2.8 million in 2024. In 2025, we continue again to pay contractors. But this time, we didn't have much money. We paid $10 million. And you know what we said? There are contractors who didn't get out of the 42, who didn't get out of the 25, but they feel that all this money belongs to them and they should receive the largest chunk. So that's why they go out and call press conference. So we said, you know what? Let us give the contractors who did not receive any in those 2 last years, a total of $10 million. Apparently, well, this administration again said we're going to pay contractors. We never stopped. And we did not discriminate against any contractor. We decided again. This year, we're going to pay, and like the document leak, because I've seen all the P&M trolls talking about who get what. $35 million. Now, the GCAT spokesperson wasn't in there, so that's why he's talking. He wants to know why he's not there. But we are giving to persons who did not receive any in the previous years. We have to share the resources as we receive it. So out of 35 million, about 3 or 4 contractors from 2020, whenever, before 2021, would be, some would have already received, and some would receive releases and payments from the Tobago House of Assembly. But we don't just pay. There's a process. And we explain that to our service providers. Because this work stemmed from 2021, and beyond and before, we said we have to still do some due diligence and check the works. So there are some that waiting and said before Christmas they never got. The reason why they ain't get is because we're still doing our checks. We're still doing our verification. And public officers are not going on any instruction by myself or the political leader to just pay monies out of the Tobago House of Assembly. So I'm saying this to say tonight that we have been fair, we have been prudent, and we have been managing these resources so that everybody could get, no matter when you did the project, projects under this administration and projects under the previous administration, we continue to give Tobagonians a piece of the pie. Now I want to read for you a press release that I had to do exactly 2 months ago on April 7th or 8th. I did it on the 7th. It probably was released on the 8th. And I want to read for you to bring more context and clarity and the numbers. So I'm just reading a press release that I released on November 7th. THA refutes misleading claims on contractor payments. Because you know they're lying. They're going in the house, even in the house, and tell lies that we have been blacklisting contractors are not paid. So you know what I did? As soon as I heard it again in the media, actually I was in a store, And it came over the news. I said, nah, man, I have to go back in the office and do a press release. And I have to refute and dispel these claims. So I'm going to read it for you again tonight so that you can get the numbers. The Tobago House of Assembly categorically refutes the misleading statements made by the Minority Councillor Petal Daniel Benoit during the 46th sitting of the Tobago House of Assembly on Thursday, 6th, 2025. So she ain't even wait. The sitting was on the 6th. On the 7th, they're going spreading their lies, they're spreading the house, they're going in the media, and you know the medias pick up sometimes whatever they want. So I hope they pick up tonight what I'm saying and repeating here. The minority councillor, in her contribution to the debate, alleged that the THA had blacklisted contractors and failed to make payments to contractors during the administration's term in office. These claims are entirely false and misleading. They do not reflect the facts regarding the Assembly's financial management and payment practices. The official records clearly demonstrate that the THA has consistently honored and verified. We honor, we verify, and certify the liabilities for the last 3 fiscal years. And I'm talking about the first one, fiscal 2023. We made payments of over $42 million to 3 contractors: Parks International Limited, Kai Engineering and Construction Limited, and Warner's Construction Sanitation Limited for outstanding works under, I'm reading a press release that was made public, dated November 7th, 2025. Under the road resurfacing program executed prior to December 2021. Fiscal 2024, 8 contractors received a combined total of $22.96 million for projects completed under the Emergency Rehabilitation and Infrastructure Program. And these contractors include Parks International Limited, Warner's Construction, Dane Phillip Plumbing, RJS Transport, Legs Enterprise Limited, Damare Enterprises Limited, Nasvik Contractors Limited, and Seabros Construction Limited. And now, the last fiscal just gone there in 2025, the Assembly made payments amounting to $9.677 million to 3 contractors: RJS Transport and Equipment Rental Limited, Seabros Construction Limited, and Damare Enterprises Limited, for works completed under the Emergency Rehabilitated and Infrastructure Program and the Road Restoration Program. A total of $75 million was paid, and this does not include the settlement to Nasvik of about $18 million. The THA is not in the practice of blacklisting any contractor. Payments are guided by the outcomes of the forensic audit and the verification of works executed and the availability of the Assembly's financial resources. In fiscal 2026, the THA has already made a policy decision to continue phase payments to contractors. And to date, go down by works and ask them if we have made this commitment possible, and we have proved that we have kept our promise in fiscal 2026. We have paid these contractors. The people at Tobago can be assured that this administration remains fully committed to good governance, financial management, and responsible stewardship for the public funds. The THA will continue to act with integrity and transparency in fulfilling its obligations to the people and businesses in Tobago. The end. That was a press release, and I know why I want to repeat that. What I just said in the last paragraph is the ethos and values and principles of these ladies that you will hear here tonight, and every single candidate that represents the Tobago People's Party. So I want to encourage you. I know you are already voting, but there are those who are undecided, maybe looking on tonight. I encourage you to vote wisely. Next week, Monday, You only have a few days if you have not decided to vote for the anchor, because we are managing with fairness, reasonableness, truth, parity, and prudence. The people of Tobago can be rest assured that your resources are in safe hands. And the people, you know how I know that something was up with the GCAT? I saw people asking normal questions on the press release. And the usual PNM trolls were there responding in an arrogant, aggressive manner. And then I understood why this press release was called. But I want to encourage you tonight, don't take them on. Vote with a stable mind. Vote for what you see. Approve here tonight. And there's proof in numbers. If you come to me and you say, I don't believe what you say, I have the evidence to prove how we govern this island within the last 4 years. And we will continue with those same values. And we will continue to serve you, the people of Tobago. So vote Megan Morrison. Vote Zorisha Hackett. Vote Dr. Faith Brebnor. And your representative, Natisha Charles Pantin. Not forgetting the political leader, Farley Chavez Augustine. Not forgetting Orlando Curl. Not forgetting Nigel Tate. Not forgetting Wayne Clark. Not forgetting Kern Alexis. Not forgetting Darren Henry. Not forgetting whoever else I'm forgetting. I don't know who I'm forgetting, but the 15 candidates under the Tobago People's Party in every single electoral district. I'm asking you to put your X by the anchor and vote the Tobago People's Party. I hope I was clear. I hope you appreciate the information I gave you tonight. Have a good night.
Give them the anchor, give them, we go give them the anchor, give them the anchor, give them, we go give them the anchor.
Now is your time.
The anchor was,
Get up.
the anchor was. This election will be problems. It will need protection. Cause it's mixed for all of them. The TPP, we able and ready. We're looking for victory. This coming Monday. The anchor holds. The anchor holds.
The anchor holds. That is well called performance. It beats all talk. The record shows this is a transparent party. I heard the figures. I only wanted like 1 million, but now it is. I guess if I keep close to Megan or, maybe so, they're going to link me up. But anyhow, we had to do what we had to do and do it right. Good, and you see the TTP? We're rolling with them because they're transparent and we know that they're honest and they're managing with affairs well.
You respect
all right?
that.
We respect that. All right, so ladies, it's ladies' night. And look at how we're fulling out. I wonder, Natty really have a vision? She take us and she bring us quite up here. And I was worried. But the place is just good. It's nice. Are you feeling the breeze? Coco Watty, boy. And you know who come out of Coco Watty, right? Natisha. Good things come from Coco Watty.
You respect that.
You respect that, right? Good. At this time, we bring on another lady. It's ladies' night. Don't ask me for Orlando Kerr. No, he not coming up here tonight. Don't ask me for the chief. Only ladies. If you want to hear the men go down Cutler Hall. At this time, we are going to ask the representative, the candidate for Bethesda Golden Lane. Yeah, you all love her. She coming. Let me bring she on with some horns and flags. Zorisha!
And we say blue, 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 blue. Hey, Zorisha Hackett, God bless you. God bless you. Yeah, man. We say blue, you know. We say rock with the TPP anytime you ready, Zorisha. Zorisha, Hackett. Show them your ability in every vicinity, every community. Blue is the code, and we rocking with the we win already going again. And Bethesda know we there for them. Kulali know we there for them. Would know that we care for them. See don't follow, she set the trend, and that is why she go rise again. Let me see them flags I again. She go get the victory, but TPP anytime you ready. Zorisha, Hackett. Show them your ability.
Coco Watty, good night. Mason House South, Bagatelle, good night. Tobago People's Party, good night. The greatest little island on the planet, good night.
You respect that?
We are in the electoral district of Assemblyman Natisha Charles Pantin, incumbent and continuing area representative of this renamed district. Natisha Charles Pantin, good night. When the election was called in November 2021 for that December 6th, 2021, 14-1 victory, and I saw our chief secretary in his wisdom selected 5 strong Tobago women to contest seats across this island. I said, this is man.
You respect that?
This is man.
You respect that? You respect that?
Dr. Faith Brebnor, Megan Morrison, Zorisha Hackett, Natisha Charles Pantin, and our darling Abby Taylor. Y'all remember that? And after the results came to us and we saw the 14-1, again, the man that is Farley Chavez Augustine ensured we didn't leave any woman behind. And so Abby Taylor served as our presiding officer, the youngest presiding officer in the history of the Tobago House of Assembly. And guess what our real man did? He brought on 2 female councillors to join the fold. One Miss Certica Williams and one Miss Tashia Grace Boris. Good night, Miss Boris. Good night, Miss O. And when the chief secretary did that, we had for the first time in the history of the Tobago House of Assembly a greater proportion of female secretaries than males. We had 5 female secretaries. Secretary, and I'm speaking about when our beautiful Petal Roberts, when you joined and replaced Certica Williams as councillor, we had for the first time in the history of the Tobago House of Assembly 5 females versus 4 males in the executive council. When I tell a woman is boss, woman is boss. Men don't feel no how, but it's ladies' night tonight. And when I look closely at the portfolio so vested in us, the money, finance, the food security, we'd agree, our health, our education, and of course tourism. I want you to put your hands together for a real man who understood that women must lead these industries and these sectors. And so when I look around at the candidates again, we have returning Dr. Faith Brebnor, who served so excellently in a difficult division like health. Health is no walk in the park where you could build a road and drive on it the next day. A health sector takes a long time for you to transform. It's no walk in the park. It's no easy thing. And so Dr. Faith Brebnor has championed Tobago's health sector in a way I've not seen in a while. Can you remember who was there before her? You probably can't even remember. But to take up the reins of health coming out of a pandemic As a matter of fact, we were not even sworn in yet. Y'all remember that? And Dr. Faith already busy trying to corral us out and through what we experienced in the years 2021, 2022, after experiencing it for a year prior. And then when I look at tourism, again, coming out of that COVID-19, and Councillor Tashia Grace Boris, one of our youngest secretaries, a brilliant mind, energetic, articulate, a powerhouse in her own right, taking up tourism, where of course our borders were not yet opened when we decided that we wanted to stand against those who were there before us and push tourism in a way we've never seen it, recovering and bouncing back from COVID. And we must put our hands together for Councillor Boris for taking up such a difficult sector and understanding that Tobago depended on this industry and doing all that was necessary in the space. And so we must give kudos to her.
You respect that. You respect that.
And then I just spoke about it. When we bid, not farewell, but we bid, just give us a little time now, to Councillor Orr. And Councillor Roberts came in, hitting the ground running from day one, taking up this division that manages the finances of the Tobago House of Assembly. A subject matter expert, having served for so many years as chief management accountant of the Tobago House of Assembly, and taking up that charge from chief secretary, who was holding on to those two portfolios and freeing him up so he could manage his executive council well. Secretary Roberts, you are a true champion of management.
You respect that.
Getting into the fine details, explaining to us the allocations, recurrent and of course TP, and ensuring that our divisions were managed in a particular way. Councillor Roberts, we want to congratulate you, and we hope that you're coming back to join the team as a councillor when we are sworn in on the 15th of January. And then, of course, Assistant Secretary Extraordinaire, and I hope to see her as a secretary in our next term, Megan C. Morrison, serving in 3 divisions over the last 4 years. First, as Assistant Secretary of Tourism, Culture, Antiquities, and Transportation, and being there when we pushed that Tobago October Carnival out for the first time. And then moving on to the Division of Health, Wellness, and Social Protection, and pushing for the vulnerable amongst us. And I spoke to how instrumental she was in that period poverty, ending period poverty campaign. And then ending off this term in the Division of Community Development, Youth Development, and Sport. And let me tell you, a jack of all trades Megan Morrison is. And I want you to put your hands together for her. Woman power in the true sense of that. It's not easy to serve in so many different capacities in just a 4-year period. But Megan put her best foot forward and served with grace. Megan, we love you. And then, of course, from teacher to Secretary of Education, yours truly, Assemblyman Zorisha Hackett.
You respect that. You respect that.
When the Chief Secretary asked us before he announced to you, Tobago, where do you see yourself serving? The obvious answer would have been education. But my answer was wherever you see it fitting, Chief. You know me, and you know I will serve wherever you place me. And the most obvious place is where he placed me. And I think that I've really tried, and Tobago, you will be the judge, to really open up the Division of Education and ensure that although it wasn't a perfect division, that we improved upon that because we understand the importance of education to building out the greatest little island on the planet. And so the Tobago-centric curriculum was very instrumental to that mandate we were given in 2021. And we worked really hard, and I'm saying we, because no secretary can do it alone. And so I want to use tonight to thank the 4 administrators that work with me and all of the staff of the Division of Education, research and technology, including library staff, including staff at hotel school, including staff at TITL, and the Training Awards Committee for ensuring that we delivered and will continue to deliver to the people of Tobago.
You respect that? You respect
But tonight is about an extraordinary woman. The first female secretary with responsibility for agriculture, fisheries, forestry. And we renamed this division based on her qualifications. That division was actually renamed based on her capacity to food security, natural resources, the environment, and the sustainable development. Is the division with the longest name. And that is to tell you about the intelligence of the person who led that division. And I want to also big up in this moment Assistant Secretary Nigel Tate, who stood behind her like a real man and ensured that he was the wind beneath her wings. You can't manage a big division like that on your own. Now we know if you give Natisha a chance, she would, But the support is important. And he stood with her. Nigel Tate, wherever you are, real man. Real man. I remember in the swearing-in ceremony down there at Magdalena Grand, it probably was like the 10th, no, it would have been the 9th of December, when we were sworn in as assemblymen, and they were reading out the bios. And you know, you're now hearing one or two of our colleagues' bios for the first time in depth. And when I heard the kind of qualifications Natisha Charles Pantin had attained and where she attained it, I said, this is real first-class candidates or chief secretaries selected and real first-class secretaries we have to lead this island. But outside of the accolades, the qualifications, your schooling, and all of that, the work ethic of this secretary is unmatched. You talk about push till sometimes you have to say slow down to take care of your health. And we know we had to pray for Natisha many days, many nights because of how hard she pushed. But let me tell you all something about this team that you may not know. We have such a strong sisterhood. We are all different. You all notice that? Every woman on this team is different. I may have some similarities with Megan for some things. Some similarities with Dr. Faith for some things. Some similarities with Natisha for some things. And then, of course, with Petal for some things. But no two women are alike. And that is what makes this team so beautiful. The individuality, but working together collectively because we understand the mission. And so, Tobago, I want you to look at the team of women you have in front of us. Women that are tried and true. Women that have delivered in their various divisions. Women that have put everything aside and made the necessary sacrifices to ensure that we lived up to this mandate of making Tobago the greatest little island on the planet. Now, with a female presiding officer, a female deputy chief secretary, and all the strong women on this team, I know Tobago is excited to run out there to ensure that you put these strong women back in office because our little girls are looking on.
You respect that?
We have little girls looking on at the fact that we respect our women enough to ensure that they're in positions of leadership here on this island. And I don't want you all to take it for granted. As Secretary of Education, when I took this role up, I realized that with so many young women looking on at me, there were certain things I had to be mindful of. You walk in at school and they're looking at everything. You do your own makeup. There's a red bottoms you have on. How much should it hair on your head? There's a lace front. But you have to let these young women know that you work hard for everything you have. It doesn't come like that. And you let them know, listen, I didn't always have, but I know what I wanted and I actually worked hard for everything I have. And you like how I look, you have to work hard too. It doesn't come easy. And so you set the positive examples to a young woman. And that is what leadership does. you automatically become their role model, whether you want it, you like it, or not. And so again, a real man understanding the importance of women in leadership has given us the opportunity to serve, to be your servant leaders, Tobago. And because we have taken this as a privilege and an honor and understand the responsibility so vested in us, we solemnly swear that when we return to office on the 12th of January, 6 p.m. when the polls close, and when we're sworn in on the 15th of January, and whenever the chief secretary determines who will become a part of his 9-member executive council, you can rest assured, Tobago, that the women you have on this team would serve with grace, with dignity, with integrity, with accountability, with transparency, with responsibility, with respect, and with love, care, compassion, and generosity as women naturally are. You don't have to wonder. You already know. 4 of these women are incumbent. So you've actually gotten to see them in motion. And because you saw us in motion, you can already judge what there is to come. And so on January 12th, whether you're voting in Mount St. George, Goodwood, the only choice is Megan C. Morrison.
You respect that?
The only choice, and I want to hear you all shout to the top of your lungs for Megan Morrison. And whether you're voting in Belle Garden, Glamorgan, the only choice is Dr. Faith Brebnor. And whether you're voting in Bethesda, Coteaux, it's not a guy you're voting for. You're voting for a girl. The only choice is Zorisha, Zia, Amina Hackett.
You respect that?
1 and never 2. But Bagatelle South, Mason Hall South, Bagatelle. Mason Hall South, Bagatelle. New electoral district. The gerrymander the thing all how to try to win an election. A Jack was in this seat and was dethroned soundly. And now we have Amila. Natisha Charles Pantin is going to return as the area representative of this renamed electoral district of Mason Hall South, Mariah. You don't have to wonder. You don't have to guess. You have already seen that she has passed the test. And so Natisha Charles Pantin, you are our area representative. And we're calling it, we're speaking it into existence. So it is written, so it is done. Natisha Charles Pantin returns as the area representative of Mason Hall South, Mariah. Tobago, I love you. TPP family, I love you. Thank you for the opportunity. Go out to the polls on January 12th and vote the anchor because Tobago is we. I thank you.
We say blue, 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 blue.
The teacher has spoken.
God bless you. Yeah, man.
Woo! That is a presentation. Yeah. A real woman give respect to a man. You all got that? You heard how she big up she chief said? Woo! That is very profound. Very good, Zia. Very good, neighbor. Excellent. You make us women proud. Give me some music that we enjoy ourselves, yeah?
I come out to the
Oh, look at him. Get him. Come in. Come in.
Let me get money together.
Yeah, man.
Come out to the team finger.
Let me get you.
Ready to the team finger.
Come in.
Come from up Grenada.
Bring the flags.
The team together. Go down low.
Yes.
With you so and so with you. With people you do not
Your hand all alive.
in your person. Go down low.
flags.
On top of Juve. It's a nasty thing. This is a nasty thing. All you started, lock up the traffic. Then we turn mud into magic. Turn the iron into music. And then we turn rum into tonic. Cause all of them go
Bloody hands.
Blue Devil and John Malassie. Today they go say we nasty. Why? I come out to dirty my finger. I'm ready to dirty my finger. Paint and oil, rub it all over. Let we get money together. I come out to dirty my finger. I'm ready to dirty my finger. Chop chop comes from a Grenada. So let we get dirty together. Don't afraid to go down low, go down low.
All right. You know one thing about our people? We know how to have a good time. We know how to have a good time. And here now, there is nothing that does bring us together like politics. Eh? But everybody come up Coco Watty tonight, past and present candidates, past and present secretaries, some from over so, some from down so. I even see Tomo here. You all saw Tomo? You know Tomo come to support the girl. Let me hear for Tomo and them horns. Yes. Yes. That is for Tomo. Wait. You know how we just get jealous. Let me hear one for, you know who? Samson. Come on. That's for Joel. Yes. Nice. You all know something too? We had some secretaries who served for the last 4 years, but they're not going back. They give another person a chance. Let me hear it for them. Yes. I love this city party, you know. I love this TPP party. They're doing things real nice. They're making us so proud for a young group. Young people. We have to give young people a chance. When we give young people a chance, they just show us what they could do. And that is what Natty is doing. Only permit me to say Natty, that's my girl. I could call she that. You know, you all have to say Natisha Charles Pantin. Yes? But when it comes to me, it's Natty. And you can't do anything. Yeah. You got to respect that. Natty, where you? Natty next center. Or you can't sit down here. Or you come home to her village. Nobody's supposed to be sitting. When you see we call out Natty, everybody has to get up. By the way, let me hear something about Natty. We call it Miss Wendy Ann Carrington. She gonna read a little thing. Good evening, Coco Watty. I stand on all protocols observed. I am Wendy Ann Carrington, and I'm honored to stand before you tonight to introduce our candidate, our girl, our homegrown Natisha Charles Pantin. I have been part of this community for over 40 years. And during this time, I have known Miss Pantin as a person who has great traits. She's a team worker. She is family oriented. She is a service to the community. She is responsible. She improves and she takes everyone's ideas into consideration. And for the past 4 years, Miss Pantin has demonstrated these traits to us. Furthermore, she's very approachable, dedicated, and willing to work hard to make every voice heard. At this time, I would like for all of us blow those whistles
Wave those flags. Get up off your seats. Let us give her a good TPP welcome to the stage at this time. Miss Natisha Charles Pantin.
Sun is rising over Bagatelle Estate. The light is clear and true. A brand new day for Bagatelle Gardens. A promise waiting for you. We walk the road, we know the journey. The path we've taken so far, from Bagatelle Trace to Bagatelle Crescent. She's shown us who we are. Now January 12th is calling. No time to hesitate. Hear the drum beat rising, calling out the change we see. For Mason Hall, South Bagatelle, it's time for unity. The rhythm strong, the message clear. We're moving forward, seeking more. Natisha, oh, Charles Pantin, steady and right. Natisha, lighting up the darkest night. Incumbent, reliable, standing tall for you and me. For Mason Hall, South Bagatelle, she brings the people's victory. For number 12th of January, let the whole wide world know. Natisha, let's make this garden grow. Down Calvert Road. Natisha, oh, Charles Pantin, steady and right. Natisha, lighting up the darkest night. Incumbent, reliable, standing tall for you and me. For Mason Hall, South Bagatelle, she brings the people's victory.
Good evening, Tobago. Good evening, my TPP family.
You respect that? You respect that? You respect that?
Supporters, the undecided listening online. Mason Hall, Coco Watty Trace, Spence Trace, Sandy River, Belmont Farm Road, Cradley. Permit me to stand on already established protocols. But I want to extend my sincere gratitude to each and every one of you. Let me start by acknowledging my political leader, the Honorable Farley Chavez Augustine. All the deputy political leaders, all of you beautiful women that came and spoke before me, and Dr. Faith Brebnor, our Deputy Chief Secretary and Deputy Political Leader. Let me not forget the support that I have been getting from the MPs, the Member of Parliament, the Member of Parliament representatives,
You respect that?
Joel Sampson and David Thomas. They are ever present supporting us in this community. So I want to extend sincere gratitude. My colleagues in the Executive Council, the party executive members, my action group. I want to say thank you to the residents of Coco Watty Trace that are assisting us here today with this property, the property adjacent. Thank you for accommodating us. And they're accommodating us for free. So I want to say thank you. We couldn't do all of this without all of you. So we must learn to express gratitude when you see people supporting us. Tonight, we are privileged to have for the first time a team of strong women. And when I heard Zorisha, Amina, Hackett, the women of Coco Watty, the children of Coco Watty, she has been the best secretary of education on the island of Tobago. One of the best, if not the best. You heard that speech? So we have a team of strong women here at Coco Watty Trace. And we thank the Lord for the strength because we're almost at the finish line. We're almost near, January 12th. And this Monday, according to Megan Morrison. So I wonder if you notice what is happening in the space now. The noise is getting louder. The distractions are getting pettier. And the desperation is more obvious. Right now, across the media, personal slander is at an all-time high. Pettiness is at an all-time high. But tonight, I want to remind the TPP family, our TPP family, people of Tobago, remain focused. Monday coming, unplug from the noise and focus on the issue at hand. The issue is fixing Tobago. Tobago is we. They want you to forget yourself. They want you to forget what you endured for 21 years. They want you to forget the kind of governance you're now experiencing. One that listens, one that works, and one that respects people. They think Tobago forget how they were treated under the Red Brigade before we came in office. They believe we forget the pressure they put on this administration with lack of funding. They feel the people forget what they put our female deputy political leader, Dr. Faith Brebnor, what they put her through, digging up in Chipanti draw. They want you to forget that, sending the police in your house. They want you to forget that. They want you to forget how they treated Zorisha, Amina, Hackett, digging up in your house. But I know Tobago remembers. They remember the abuse. They didn't want us to work comfortably for you. So you have to remember that. Tonight, I stand before you here grateful, humble, and deeply aware of the responsibility that comes with standing right here in my hometown among my people. I was born and raised here in Coco Watty Trace Mason Hall. Attended Mason Hall Government Primary School. I was taught by people like Teacher Vida, transported to school, secondary school, Scarborough Junior Secondary and Signal Hill Senior by Mr. Spencer down the road. I used to walk these streets when it was dirt road. And everybody will remember when you walk out the road, you have to pass through Spence Trace and jump past through Miss Andrews' yard and jump over the fence sometimes to get to school. So I know about Mason Hall. And Mason Hall know about me. Agriculture and going to church was always a tradition in this village because we all had to plant something or raise animals as children. My mommy is here and she could tell you how much pig pen she used to make me wash down. Sheep and goat. I had to plant corn and peas. So I know about Mason Hall. And before I became a politician, after I finished school, I used to learn little craft and things. I used to sell flowers. I used to sell watermelon. I used to make coconut oil. So my community taught me resilience and enterprise. It taught me faith, and it taught me the value of showing up.
You respect that? You respect that?
I am still married into a lovely Mason Hall family. My mother-in-law, Claudette Pantin, you know her. You knew her. She was a strong, faithful woman of God and the Anglican Church. She was deeply involved in the community and a true soldier in politics, supporting the campaigns of Coco Charles and Ashworth Jack. And her son, William Pantin, and he's here. He wasn't well, but he's here tonight to support his wife.
You respect that? You respect that?
Never mind, he's quiet. Everybody in Mason Hall know he's a quiet man. And I raise his mother's name here tonight because this is ladies' night. Because women like her, women like my mother, strong and community-rooted women are the backbone of Tobago.
You respect that? You respect that?
A lot of times, without praise, women were and remain some of the key participants in organizing, supporting, sustaining families, and holding communities together. That is the legacy I have learned from, and that is the legacy I continue. And you know they say when mother dead, house mash up? So women are very important. Don't worry, I love all the men. And while I am from Mason Hall, I am deeply tied to the communities of Bagatelle and Bagatelle, and let me tell you how. I myself went to the Roman Catholic Church, both in Mason Hall and in Bagatelle, as a child. And I was married under the Anglican Church in Scarborough by Father Forrester. I taught agriculture in the old RC school. And I also taught at Elizabeth's College back in the day under the Mohinis. And let me tell you something tonight. Being a woman from Coco Watty Trace, from a rural district, taught me lessons I carry with me every day in public service. I learned early that nothing is handed to you. You have to show up. You have to listen. And when the work gets heavy, you don't run, you stay and you fight. So when I was appointed the first female Secretary of Agriculture by the Honorable Fali Chavez Augustine, it was a major personal milestone because of the journey that led me here.
You respect that? You respect that?
I had already spent years working inside that division, and I saw the people, the pressures, the gaps, and the quiet struggles of officers trying to do their best with limited resources, and I was one of them. So when I stepped into that role, I quickly realized something. This is one of the largest and complex divisions in the THA. Farmers, fishermen, agro-processors, foresters, environmental groups, coastal communities, and non-government organizations. So many entities depended on this division. And when something goes wrong, people don't look for the media release, no, they call in the secretary. So my approach was deliberate and it was simple. I had to be on the ground and I had to be on top of the work. And when we entered that division, what was left there was decades of neglect, rundown facilities, outdated systems, staff, very small, a skeleton staff in some units, and all the farmers and the fishermen frustrated. And we have some people from agriculture here, so you know it's the truth I'm telling. But you know what did this administration? Instead of making excuses or passing the blame, we chose to do the hard work, fixing emergencies while rebuilding systems at the same time. So that is why markets were repaired, fish facilities were upgraded, nurseries and training centers were revitalized, emergency cleanups were carried out when they were needed, equipment was procured, support reach farmers and fishermen faster and more efficiently. And all of this in partnerships with several divisions. So we had to learn to work together. We had to practice. And under this administration, TADCO became a real engine for agribusiness, supporting Tobago-grown products. And our eager agro-processors, we provided support to them. The capital of paradise, Tobago's only long-line fishing vessel, was found. We didn't know where it was. And we returned it to operation after we found it. We fixed it up. And now it's bringing in foreign exchange, proving it's bringing foreign exchange to Tobago. And this proves that when you invest in local production, Tobago can earn and feed itself and compete. In 2022, what started as a 6-month pilot, the TADCO Food Box Initiative, grew into what we now proudly call the Community Care Program. And listen carefully. Since May 2025, every single month, near 400 families across Tobago have received fresh, local agricultural produce sourced directly from our agro-processors and farmers. We also partnered with the Division of Health and Social Protection, ensuring screenings, dental support, mental health conversations, and holistic care. So don't worry, if you're now hearing about it, you can walk into the division and ask, inquire. The Mason Hall Food Hub is being constructed opposite the Mason Hall Secondary School, a project to support persons who want to establish businesses within this community, and all the spots are available. So if you're hearing rumors that I give away all the spots already, the building ain't built yet, but they start to spread rumors. We will continue access roads in the area because I know this is a priority, as well as a priority across the entire Tobago. For the first time, young Tobagonians can train right here in Tobago in agriculture and agro-processing through a company we form. So instead of Kendall Farm School, which, by the way, doing excellent training because we have excellent officers. But we had to partner with the University of Trinidad and Tobago. And instead of going to Trinidad to get your learning, you can learn right here and get your certificates right here. And let me pause for a bit. I believe I should reiterate this point. And I mean all the time I had to talk about it. I hear the Chief Secretary talking about it. We have been supporting Tobago contractors. This is one division. All the projects were done by Tobago contractors. Every single one. And we could prove it. So in case you're closing your fridge and you didn't hear, all the projects under the division, they were done by Tobago contractors. We in Tobago have to aim to become food secure and sovereign by developing resilient food production systems, especially in the event of a natural disaster or if the boat breaks down between Trinidad and Tobago. And let me give you an example. When we had issues with the boat, the cargo boat, I'm sure you remember that time. TADCO, the Tobago Agri-Development Company under the division, because they had a poultry contract farm initiative where we were giving the chicks, the feed, the medication, and the technical support to farmers. When the boat break down, it was TADCO that was supplying all the franchises in Tobago. It was TADCO that people in Tobago, businessmen, they were visiting to get their fish, to get their chicken. TADCO really did a good job for us during that time. So it's not that we can't do it. We could do it. And if we feed in 400 families with Tobago-grown produce, then that means Tobagonians can do it if given the resources. And by the way, if they challenge that and all, I posted online all the farmers that we have been supporting, all the farmers and agro-processors. I posted online so you could see everybody that's receiving money in Tobago from TADCO. Achieving food sufficiency involves expanding the island's agri-sector to meet nutritional needs of residents and visitors. And the surplus we will export. The aim is to increase agri-contribution to the GDP to at least 3% by 2030. So we'll be making more investments in agriculture. We're going to increase production of selected local crops and livestock. We're going to increase the quantity of commercially harvested fish by 20% by 2030. And let me pause for a bit. We as Tobagonians, we have to learn to take chances. We have to learn to come together. Who would believe that the village that don't have a sea, we are the captain of the capital of paradise coming from here? And when I walk across Mason or Bagatelle, I have met several young men who love the sea, who love to fish. So why you can't own your own boat? TADCO has been advertising. All you go to the Division of Finance, get the financial support and invest in a boat. TADCO will provide the support to you. TADCO, since in operation, make about what? $500,000? And that is because they're managing the vessel well. So you have opportunities to make money. And it's not little money, you know. It's plenty money. It was so much money until the captain of the capital of paradise said, Miss Pantin, stop putting up the money we're making because everybody begging me. So you know what? That is a good sign. When everybody begging is a good sign because they know that the fishing industry is an excellent industry to make an investment. So sometimes I will post it. They're going to have to take the licks. But I'm telling you, you all need to come together because you have skills. So don't only wait until elections to approach people to say you want something now, and then you disappear. Come to the table with a song proposal. And if you don't have a proposal, but you had the idea, ask questions. But TADCO can provide that support. We're going to continue the mega farming program at Friendship. And that mega farming program is specific because you can't take care of animals near the airport. So the focus down there would be leafy vegetables and things that wouldn't attract birds. So that is why we're putting up shade houses so that we adhere to the standards and the procedures of the airport. So we're going to zone agriculture, continue zoning it. Continue the Access Roads program. Currently, we are building the Parlatuvier fish facility. And we're going to reconstruct the Parlatuvier jetty. Delaford fishing facility, we're going to fix that. Continuing the upgrades of the Louisdor processing facility. And we almost finished. If you drive into Louisdor, you will see refurbishment happening. Massive refurbishment. So you'll have dry and wet processing. So if you want to access that facility, very soon you will be able to, because we're almost finished. We're going to construct Goldsboro Farmers Market. Construct a new fishing facility in Black Rock. And I'll tell you something. when the assemblyman, Niall George, took me to Black Rock people said Parlatuvier getting a spanking new fishing facility with all kind of restaurants and all. We want the same thing. So that come in. Hope Veterinary Lab. We're going to establish that. So that the vets no longer have to operate on animals on the ground or in a pen. We want to have something that is decent for animals and for the vets. Grants would be provided for research and development. And you would have heard the Secretary and the Chief Secretary, the Secretary of Finance, speak about investing in young farmers. So young farmers would be able to access $100,000 to start agriculture. And all of this would be happening while we address emergencies. Because some of the things we inherited, we didn't get it new. So sometimes things happen and you have to run and fix something. And that happened with the Scarborough Abattoir. All the beams started cracking in the middle of a time where we had no money. So the Secretary of Finance had to find money so that we could fix that. So we need a new abattoir. We're going to continue partnerships and trade agreements to open new markets abroad for Tobago products. So we already started to export yellowfin tuna to North America. And we already packaging flying fish. Tadco doing a lot of work, you know, packaging flying fish. And it's a smart way because we heard the fishermen complain that we have other people fishing in our waters. You know what? So we go and catch the flying fish and package it. So come and buy it. So we could export flying fish. We're going to establish agro-processing cooperatives across Tobago. We're also going to develop training modules on modern agricultural techniques. And these will be available under the Tobago Agri-Tech Company and the Tobago Agri-Research Institute. Consultation already started during the Agri-Tech Summit last year for the development of a local seed bank. But of course, my work was never only at the division. It has been tough balancing the work of a secretary and area representative. But I believe I continue to do my best. From French Fort to Belmont, Mason Hall to Friendsfield, Bagatelle, I have been present. Not just now, when I look in to ask you for your vote, but consistently. I have been walking communities. All of my colleagues have been walking and listening. That is how you get your street lights in Celestial View, Bacalet Point, Bacalet Inez, Cradley, French Fort. Bridges were reinforced before they became disasters. And that is how homes were repaired, floors fixed, retaining walls built, roofs secure for families that simply needed help and had nowhere else to turn. I have always believed that community is built together. That is why I work hand in hand with the football teams across the district, supporting league games, tournaments, and youth development. Why we stood with our Pan pioneers, our cultural torchbearers, including Alpha Pan pioneers and our boys. And very soon, we will move towards upgrading our boys' Pan tent and deepening youth engagement through Pan, our national instrument. I want to pause for a bit to honor the late Bethesda Hargraves, a true Pan pioneer, a man who believed deeply in this movement, in this Tobago People Party. And he believed in my work from the very start. His passion, his commitment, and his presence meant so much to me and to this party. I thank his family for standing strong and continuing his legacy. His loss will be felt personally, politically, and culturally. We created the Street Beat Community Cleanup Competition because pride in place matters. We worked alongside small businesses and residents who know themselves, people who stepped up quietly to fix what needed to be fixed. In public life, there's a balance. Some work must be seen so people can be informed. But sometimes I don't always put out everybody's business. We work closely with hotels and the private sector, hosting events like the Father's Day Luncheon at the Bagatelle Beach Club. And very soon we plan to host an event at Blue Haven through the Action Group. In Bagatelle, if you didn't know, there's a pickleball court. So if you don't know what is pickleball, drive down to Bagatelle. It was the Blue Haven Hotel that put up that court. So when you hear people saying that Pantin always in she area, it's not a slogan, you know, it's a fact. Because representation is work. It is commitment. It is presence. And so when we head towards January the 12th, I ask the people of Mason Hall, South Bagatelle, and by extension Tobago, to reflect who has been consistent, competent, and community-centered. Who has shown up every day, not just for votes, but for life. That is leadership. That is experience. That is service. That is what we are building together with the TPP. So tonight, I ask for your continued trust. Stand with me. Stand with continuity, progress, and real work. Let us ride this blue wave together. Not just for today, but for the future of Tobago. Because Tobago is we.
You respect that? You respect that?
We're not going back. So after tonight, when you hear a certain somebody that now come to Mason Hall, said nothing was done, tell him he wasn't listening and he wasn't following. And what he really seen is a reflection of himself.
Nothing.
So I want to thank each and every one of you. Stay strong with the TPP and God bless.
Natisha, oh, Charles Pantin, steady and bright. Natisha, lighting up the darkest night. Incumbent, reliable, standing tall for you and me. For Mason Hall, South Bagatelle, she brings the people's victory. Vote number 1, 12th of January. Let the whole wide world know. Natisha, let's make this garden grow. Down Calder Hole Road, where the families meet and talk.
All are feeling good, eh? Satisfied. Satisfied. That is all your girl. Coco Watty girl. Yeah, man. Performance beat, old talk. She did the work. She used to say, I go do the work. All you know the song. Right? Now, because we have other things doing, we're going to just go straight into Dr. Faith. You know who she is. She's the one that makes sure that we are strong and healthy, providing excellent service in our medical health service, health care. All right? So Dr. Faith would be next. Where are our flag bearers? Come on. Let me get the music. Dr.
Tobago people's pride. Tobago is we. Tobago people's pride. Choose. Tobago people's pride. Tobago people's pride. Choose. We stand together side by side. Same struggle, same fight. One community, one plan.
Good evening, Coco Watty. Good evening, Coco Watty. Good evening, TPP family. The evening is well spent, so I promise you I'll be here for less than 5 minutes, but I needed to do 3 quick things. What are those 3 quick things? I did a radio interview today,
And the radio interview was on a Trinidad station. And one of the first things the gentleman asked me was, why is Tobago's development important? And I had to say to him, the country is known as Trinidad and Tobago, right? So you tell me, you have your whole body. And if your little toe hot in you, your whole body hot in you? If your little toe hot in you, you're not well. If your little toe hot in you, the rest of you does feel funny. If your little toe hot in you, your head does start to hot after a while because the squeeze from the little toe affects the entire being. So I said that to tell him that Tobago's development affects Trinidad and Tobago. And because Tobago's development affects Trinidad and Tobago, we need to be clear that developing Tobago has to be Trinidad and Tobago's priority, not just those of us who are here. And I want to say that because I want to encourage those who are living in Trinidad. You still have the opportunity to come up here if you're from Tobago, but you happen to be in Trinidad for a little bit. You still have the opportunity to come here because Trinidad and Tobago's development needs you to be right here in Tobago on January 12th.
You respect that? You respect that?
So that's the first thing. The second thing I want to say really quickly is the fact that as women, we have to ensure that we choose who choosing we. You all hear that? As women, we have to ensure that we choose who choosing we. One of the things we have been doing, and in my district a couple nights ago, I can't remember what night it was, I spoke about the fact that one of the things we need to do, and one of the things I hope to be as a hallmark for my district, I should be able to identify 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people who I have turned into honest millionaires because of the work of the Tobago People's Party. And I want to say to you, women, you could be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because there are policies that are geared specifically to you. And because of how we think, because of how we act, because of how we are able to understand and translate things, we are the ones who could probably benefit from those more than others. And I will highlight two. In the Division of Health, Wellness and Social Protection, one of the things that we have been doing is increasing the grants that we provide. And one of those grants is a business grant called the Reach Business Grant. When I came in, it was about $7,500. We turned that into $15,000 that we are giving to businesses to help them develop. Because if you come in as a single mother, for example, and you can comb hair, or you could cook properly, or you have a little shop that you want to expand, you can take that $15,000 and buy a proper hair dryer. You can take that $15,000 and buy a fridge. You can take that $15,000 and buy a chafing set so that when you are there catering, it is in proper pieces of equipment. But that is the little part of money that you could get from by me. Secretary Petalana Roberts has been working tirelessly to develop this thing known as the Tobago Development Fund. And via the Tobago Development Fund, we will be able to give you grants and loans so that you do not have to go to the banks. You realize when you go to the banks, it does ask you to see all kind of thing? Now, we want to make sure you could pay back the money, but we also want to ensure that you are given an opportunity as a small, medium, or large Tobago business to ensure that you have the resources to develop yourself. And those are some of the policies of this Tobago People's Party executive. So I say to you ladies, don't let this opportunity pass you by. This is an opportunity to think about, if you never thought about it before, what kind of business you can actually go into to have us help you get to the point of being an honest millionaire. And you realize I'm saying honest millionaire because you hear about all of the others who get in their 50-something million and they're 100 how many millions, and they're not doing it honestly. So I'm telling you, you have an opportunity with this Tobago People's Party executive to be the female, and when the female becomes millionaires, we know that your entire families are going to benefit. And the last thing I want to say to you tonight is quite simple. I remember election December 2021. I was in my office the night because it's after 6, 7 o'clock going away, and you know they start to count and you start to see numbers coming up. And one of the first set of numbers that we saw come up was the numbers for Natisha Charles Pantin. And when I heard it, I was so excited. As a matter of fact, my staff there started seeing me jumping and screaming. And they did not know why I was jumping. They didn't know why I was screaming. But it's because my sister, Natisha Charles Pantin, actually ensured that she sent a man who should have been one of the most powerful men home. But let me just slip this part in really quickly. You hear I talk about choose who choosing you? You all know that that man who she sent home, we realized only after the government changed that he was in Trinidad and making $70,000 a month. All you know that? So after the district kicked him out, he went into Trinidad and his party was taking care of him anyway. And the rest of all you, the rest of you were here wondering how you're eating and what you are doing. They take care of their own. And they only take care of a certain percentage of their own. Because if you ask the men and women on the ground who are running up and fighting behind them, they didn't get any other $70,000 a month. They did not get any of that $58 million a month. They are not getting any of that. So I want to tell you this evening, Monday when you go to the polls, if you vote in this district known as, what is it? Mason Hall South, Bagatelle. When you go to the polls, if you open up the ballot paper, you are going to see 3 names. 3 names. The first name, I could tell you personally, if you know a little bit of my business, I could tell you forget that one. Not good at all. Forget that. The third name, I could also tell you forget that one. Not good at all. But look for the second name on it. It is the only name that belongs to a powerful woman of God. It is the only name that belongs to a servant who has given her most. It is the only name that belongs to someone who I have personally seen work for this district. And her name is Natisha Charles Pantin. And if every single one of you who are hearing in my voice, go and actually vote for your friend. Go and actually vote for your friend. Go and actually vote for your neighbor. You all call her Natty. You cannot stay home. You have to go out and vote for Natisha Charles Pantin.
You respect that.
And when you think about it, all of us, the entire island right now, needs to choose who choosing we. And the people who choosing we right now are the Tobago People's Party candidates. The anchor is the symbol. So on Monday, ensure that you go out there and you choose Natisha Charles Pantin and all of the other Tobago People's Party candidates. Look for the anchor, because the anchor holds. I thank you.
Tobago People's Party, Tobago is Tobago People's Party. Tobago People's Party.
All right, let me get the music. There we go. This is it. It's dirty with finger. Come on, that's what we're doing here. All right, and we dirty with finger and go home with that.
It's
Now this was
Juve.
ladies' night.
On top of Juve.
Thank you, everybody.
It's a nasty
Now it's time to celebrate.
This is a nasty thing.
Go ahead.
All you start it, lock up the traffic. Let me turn mud into magic. Turn the iron into music.
Whoever is left, come in.
Tonic. Cause all of them go jumpy with we. Blue devil and jump malassi.
Coco Watty.
They go say we nasty.
You're hearing us?
I come out to dirty my finger.
Yes.
I'm ready to dirty my finger.
Yes.
Paint and go and rub it all over. Let we get money together. I come out to dirty my finger.
Tobago is we.
Nice, nice, nice. You know where we heading, right?
All
Heading
are we.
down by the men.
Anchor
We're going
holds
and
join
storm
the
the party.
TPP family on
We're going
Thursday,
down
January
Hall.
8th for two
Yeah, man.
powerful public meetings.
Ladies,
join us
you all
at
have
6
done well.
p.m. at Coco Watty,
Thank you to
Mason
all
Hall.
the
Come
candidates,
here,
the
the
female
best
candidates
candidate for
who came
Mason
out
Hall
tonight
South, Bagatelle,
and
Natisha
shared from
Charles
the heart
Pantin, a
and
competent,
educated us as
consistent,
to
and
what we
community-driven
can
leader.
expect.
Then we journey
we
to
thank you
Calder
very
Hall.
much.
Join us at the
Thank you
Calder Hall
for
playing
the
field from
resounding
8 p.m.
support.
Come here, the best
Thank you to
candidate
Petalan.
for Scarborough
Thank
Mount
you to
Grace,
Dr.
a
Faith.
man
Thank you
committed
to
to
Zorisha
urban
Hackett.
development,
Thank you to Megan.
performance beyond
Thank you.
compare,
Thank you
Mr.
very much.
Trevor
And you can't leave out
James.
anybody.
One night, two meetings.
We're
Come
going
out in
home
your
now.
numbers on Thursday, January 8th at 6 p.m. at Coco Watty, Mason Hall. And
The proceeding was a paid political announcement.
Have you visited Tobago Channel 5's Facebook or Instagram pages lately? Well, check them out now for all the interviews and up-to-date news. Remember to like, share and follow for Tobago news and current affairs information at your fingertips.